Hi, guys. This is Maria. It's been a minute since I did energy report. I think the last one was at the solar eclipse. But I woke up yesterday and at 1 in the morning and downloaded just a ton of information. And so I wanted to share what written down. So I'm going to be kind of looking down and reading stuff and just going to go real quick. I know everybody's real busy. And to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. This energy is quite intense. Yes, yes. So I want you to know I woke up yesterday and the first message I got was the jump is here. The jump is here. Now, of course, for those that know me, you know that I speak quantum jump, quantum leaping, quantum mechanics. Yeah. So to me, it almost felt like the collective is making a collective jump. And then I heard there was a timeline coalescence. And so my first thought was like, oh, wait, what? And so they showed me like almost two rivers becoming into one. But not in a like in a beautiful way. There's no negativity here, so please don't take that. That's not what I'm here trying to pass through. It was just a change, a shift, right? A joining or merging. That's what it's feeling like. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about this whatever this jump is here and what our symptoms are, because as of right now, there's been 11x flares now. For those of us that went through this first solar activation back in 2011, 2012 in preparation for the 2012 timeline that anchored, right? We already have been through these extreme um, solar activations to our DNA while we were working with our lower chakra systems. But for me, my spontaneous awakening was 13 years ago. So I'm a little differently energetically. I'm not more or less. I'm just in a different phase. That's all of my personal expansion and some may call it ascension, but so I want to talk a little bit about the feelings that this latest X flare activation, solar activation, DNA activation, what I'm seeing of the people around me and what I am seeing and what I'm feeling myself, and also what my friends are going through, and they are awake and conscious and know what's going on. Okay, so the first feeling that I can tell you that seems to be very big with me is that it's almost like I feel like I don't have enough room, like I'm being too constricted. Like energetically, it's almost like if I open my crown, these downloads are so massive, I just can't. Like I need to expand to another level. So it's that constrictive energy. Like I have become uncomfortable in my own skin. Like I need to expand, right? Which is also a consciousness sign, because if you are expanding your consciousness, you need room, like synaptic rewiring, all that needs to happen. The second thing, and I'm going to be delicate with this, is the best way is food misalignments. Very quick, very tasted great yesterday and today. Yeah, no skull and you death skull everywhere, right? So running to the toilet, we don't need to expand, but it seems to be that our digestive system is also really clearing to the next level and detoxifying. Now, when we begin to get into these G4 storms, and I say they got all their numbers. I don't personally, I know what's going on with me. I also lately, something I haven't felt for a long time is headaches again. And so, especially during the solar activity, because these are light upgrades that are happening, right? The energy of the sun is going through us and through our energetic body, and wherever there might be a blockage, it will push its way and ground to the earth, just like, lightning will seek the earth. It's the same thing. Energy is energy. There's certain things that it does. Okay, so the headache are back. For those that can, to me, Goodies powder, um, or what the other one, I forgot what the other one's called, but that seems to work now. A lot of water. So also there seems to also be with these energies moments of extra energy, and then like sleeping, like you're boom boom boom, and then you're like a puppy. Have you ever seen a puppy go 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 and then bonk? All right, that's it. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. That is it's like the energy, like we have so much energy, our light body has taken in so much, and then it's almost like, oh, we're gonna fry. So shut it down, and we're like, okay, night night. We also, for me and for those around me, we're reviewing a lot of past lives. Now, the interesting aspect, because once you're awake and conscious, especially if you've had NDEs and crossed over and come back and danced and blah blah, if you crossed over at all and things like that, that at this point, for us to be reviewing past lives, it's kind of like we've already did that when we had the crossover experience. So, but it seems to be happening. Little memories here or there, almost like I call it cream floating to the top, little bubbles coming through. So just pay attention to them. Make sure that you are at peace with that memory and all that that entails, including the people, the places, and the things that are in there. And if you're not, then do what you do to release it. Do the shadow work, the inner work, and just let it go. It's not your monkey, not your circus. The crown expansion is tied to the headaches, but it really, I can almost like feel the energy expanding. It's a very strange feeling. I don't know how to tell it to you other than it just feels like my crown is like I'm getting a big head. Anywho, fourth eye activation. So the third eye for the third dimension, right? The one that looks forward this way. The third eye could be said that sees all the things that are going on in the third dimensional world, all the things that are human things, right? The the chemtrails and the GMOs and blah 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 and blah 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 and blah. Okay. So that's third. The fourth eye to me is kind of like, remember when your mom, you were going to do something behind your mom's back, and then all of a sudden she's like, I see you. You're like, she said, I have eyes in the back of your head, in the back of my head. Oh, it's kind of like that, because the fourth dimension goes the other way. It could say you could be walking backwards. And so, but really, in a way, even though it's going backwards, it's going back into like the space and the spiritual realm. So the fourth dimensional eye allows you to see more of like the entities, the interdimensionals, the light entities, the angelics, right? Whatever, the draconians. It doesn't really matter. Your starseed family. It doesn't matter how it plays out. It's very individual to your timeline, right? Because you are anchoring an infinite love timeline. That's why you're here. There's infinite love timelines within the divinity timeline of creation and moving forward and growing, which is what we do. All right, so this fourth eye activation gives you eye sensitivity while you are out the sun, and it's pretty strong. But then upon closing your eyes, sometimes you tend to see either geometric figures or colors, or almost like you're watching like a cartoon and there's something going on, right? And I think that the best way that it's been explained is, as we are shifting through this timeline and through this realm, the veil is so thin, sometimes it's almost like we can see through. And if you're at the right frequency and your brain is at, what is it, theta, whatever, then you're going to see that. So when you, upon closing, we're seeing more of the unseen. And also, all of a sudden, you might have a double vision like thing. It's kind of, and I've had this checked out, and I know my eyes are good, so it's not that. And I'm saying, go get your eyes checked out. I don't want any drama. But at the same time, just know that it seems to be on the days when the sun is in the white. And now that we're getting X flares, that sun is turning strong, right? It's very strong. So you might all of a sudden have double vision, and that's a third, fourth eye activation, which consequently allows you to see all the way through the seventh. But that's another thing. Okay, there is this feeling within the collective and within me, and I've spoken to others who it's like they're about to take action. Like you can just, it's that same feeling. It's tied to feeling like something's coming, something's about to happen. This I don't need to explain it to anybody. When you know, you know. If you're thinking you don't know, I know. It's like I see this flash of light, this event, this event, and that was the other part of this message which I wanted to share with you. The second time that when I woke up today, I brought with me and I heard event horizon. We're at the event horizon, and I thought, okay, because lately my team had been showing me like 11:59, it's like 1 minute to midnight, it's like TikTok. So I think that that's all part of this taking action soon. It's like something will happen and we'll just be called into action. We'll call into our soul purpose mission. It's kind of how it works. um, many are getting this feeling that they're going home, and whatever that might mean, whether that might mean that you finally been waiting for a place to live and something opens up and you go live your dream life in this life, or whether you really feel like your soul is going home. It doesn't really matter. I'm not saying one or the other. Everybody's different, okay? But it seems to be a very strong feeling, and with it comes a great deal of relief. So it isn't like it's going to be a cataclysmic kind of, no, it's just kind of like a very with ease and grace, which if you remember, if you follow what I wrote back in 12/21/12, the human species, the human collective, that collective that is running this program, had chosen to ascend with ease and grace, but that had nothing to do with the earth changes of what the earth goes through, and this is just cycles and cogs within cogs. So that's exactly why things seem to take so long, because it's just there's just a lot that needs to be worked out. And then for another sign that appears to be growing with everyone is expansion of telepathy, and however that is. It appears that the ESP gifts are fully coming online as final DNA blockages clear from the sign activations, whether we're having the flares or we're having the CMEs, the filament eruptions, whether we're having the solar wind stream. Suspicious observers, Ben over there, he explains the science as it is written, therefore it is followed. So, if you want to know about that cool thing, he's amazing. So solar weather, as we know, affects us. We are electromagnetic beings, right? Spiritual beings, but yeah, that's that part of it. But we're still affected. So as you know, it greatly affects us, and also at this level, we're looking at geo-effective conditions. So whether they're earthquakes or hurricanes or tornadoes, whatever, it's just weather, things weird happening, that's directly correlated to the solar activity. Let's see what else. I know I'm rambling, but hey, we got to do it, right? It's all good. Oh, here's a new that thing. You almost have a physical need to move. Like you got to ground, man. Like all of a sudden, I just have to go for a bike ride, or gotta take the dog, Betty Spaghetti for a walk. I mean, it's just kind of like, it's like, otherwise I'm gonna explode or implode, or I don't know where the plode is going, but I can feel it. It's like building up. We also becoming more and more sensitive to being around crowds, exceptionally sensitive to being around crowds that are in a very dark space, the other half of our collective, right? So I feel like and I always honor that, so I'll say, I'm not fit for human consumption today. I'm going to stay home and do my stuff. So, but it seems to be coming more and more often where I gotta like, all right, I'm going out. Shield up, Captain. Boots on the ground. I come out looking like Halo, All right, I'm ready. I think I got it. I can go to the grocery store and buy something to eat. Okay. So what I'm talking about. That's been around. It used to be very extensive for me back in 2012, but these energies are further along. They're more intense than they were in 2012. So just got that going for you. We got that going for us. the need to be in nature is getting extreme. Like I could put me by a river. I gotta disconnect from the insanity of that. It's just not mine. Those are no that ain't my not that ain't mine. I love the earth. I gotta have more. I gotta have more. I gotta have creeks. I gotta ride my bike by the river. I gotta, right? Okay, that's right. Also at this point, the more that I spend in nature, the more that I can attain that level of serenity when I'm having to be out, into back down into the world, and I can't hang out with Mother Nature all day, right? So I gotta go down and do what I gotta do. And so it I'm able now to bring that serenity. I don't get as rattled as much. Even though I'm somehow just more at peace, right? 5D. In a dream state is becoming more and more lucid, if not already. And I had an experience with a lucid dream where I looked at myself in the mirror, and told myself to get out, and that from now on, if I needed to get out of a lucid dream, all I need to do is look at myself in the mirror. And it was a really cool experience. And then I had another one where I saw TV and I was lucid, and I turned it on and I saw what was playing on that TV, and then next thing I was in that. So there are all sorts of weird levels, of lucid dreaming, and that's kind of how we all connect, blah blah blah. And so that really seems to be coming online. Moving through dreams allow you to stay lucid longer, because if you're about to wake up from a lucid dream, but then you're able to open a portal and go into another dream, then you got, meanwhile at that level, your body's healing 10 times faster than when you're not, right? Okay. The 4D chakras are activated. We are fully connected. The collective is fully connected to the Earth Star chakra, and in process of fully expanding and connecting to the Soul Star chakra, which will be able to access individual Akashic records. The Earth Star chakra contains all the Akashic records of Mother Earth, and the Soul Star chakra contains each individual soul's Akash. So when you tap into that, you then kind of begin to remember where your soul was before this incarnation. Unless this was your first creation, you were created as a Terran soul, but star seeds, were planted deep. So if you have memories of being a star seed, this is the part where you're beginning to activate the star seed memories, and you begin to remember other incarnations and other systems and other beautiful non-Earths like Earths. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. So let's see what else, if there's anything else. Just remember, okay, that we are spirit slowed way down to experience physicality. So everything takes time, or patience. Everything takes time. For some reason, a message for whoever needs this: if you're having issues, digestive issues, anything like that, you may want to incorporate papaya into your diet, and also do apple cider vinegar, the best you can get clean, and do a shot of it in the morning, a shot of it at night for a whole week to clear your kidneys, your liver, and everything else, so that you begin to purify even faster, because these energies are so intense that it's life-giving, right? We're children of the sun. There's one of the species on this earth, let's just say that, children of the sun. So the sun nourishes us, the sun clears our DNA and undoes anything outside of the highest prime creator's DNA objective. So just remember, this is all divinely perfect, and everything's divine timing. Okay, this went way too long, and if you hung with me for this long, you're amazing. I love you. If you want individuals, email me. But just remember, we are at the event horizon. The time to jump is now. And what that means is the time of talking heads. And I'm not talking the awesome band. I'm talking, is over. I don't want to hear it. Either take action or take action. So I suggest that everybody begins to prepare to take action some way or another, because it's better to be ahead of the wave than it is when you're surfing, for those that have surfed, right? Than it is to be getting dragged behind because, you got that ankle thing on and you're being dragged. So, ahead of the wave, we have everything perfect and everything's divinely perfect. Reach out to me, lightlover1964 at Gmail or at AOL or whatever. WordPress, lightlover1964. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. So, you guys, happy Mother's Day again to all the mothers. I have two beautiful children, and I am a happy mother. They're great. So happy Mother's Day to me too. All right, sending my love to all you guys. Namaste. Everything is divinely perfect. I love you. Bye.